Time to Be with Ada Marie, and today we are talking about developing the inner self. And some of the time to develop the inner self is very difficult to find. Sometimes you can't even find it. But I had a friend who had several children and a husband and all kinds of things going on between school and work, taking care of a house, and she was determined to find a way to develop her inner self. So she did it. She found out that she could leave the kids with her husband for a few minutes or a half an hour, went in the bathroom, turned on the fan, sat down, and went into the silence. Now, developing the inner self means to develop the silence within you, within your heart, within that part of you that is that part of God. Now, you must develop that inner silence before you can develop the inner self. You can do an affirmation if you wish, and the affirmation to develop the inner self is, I like me so you can. If you do that affirmation, or I love me so you can, so your love is not egotistical or is not out of proportion with the love of the universe, which is what we are part of. Each individualization of humanity is a part of God that is a part of the entire universe. So I would suggest, and I happen to be looking into the mirror, speaking directly to my soul, because when you are looking into the mirror, doing anything, you are speaking directly to that God center, to that soul. And if you want to find the silence, you can find the silence in an entire crowd of people after you have first developed it within yourself, in those few moments a day, only a few a day, that you can take time. She was able to develop a great deal of sight by just finding a time, 4 to 5 minutes by herself, for some time until she became aware that yes, the voice was speaking other times also. It will speak to you also, but it is speaking from the heart. It is never derogatory. It is never selfish. It is never painful. It is never with malcontent. The only thing you will ever receive from the voice within you is a constructive, happy, solid, wonderful experience. And even though you don't understand what you receive, mark it down on a paper, because you will be able to understand it later on. Always keep track of the little messages that come. After a period of time, you begin to receive those messages while you're cooking, while you're waiting somewhere, whatever you're doing. You'll be able to receive those messages. You'll be able to do with yourself what you need to do. Sometimes it'll tell you, don't go down that street, or turn here, or don't go in that store, or stop at this store, or ask a question there. The voice will guide you every single day if you will give it a chance. But you must do the practice. You must work on yourself to be able to hear that voice. And as she did, sitting in the bathroom for many, many, many days and weeks, she got in touch. And today is able to handle every day as it comes along, in harmony and peace. Abide in that lifetime. You must make the effort. God will help you, but if you don't ask, you won't receive. He says, ask and ye shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. If you love yourself, then you love God. I thank you for being with Ada Marie today, and I'm extremely happy to be able to offer this wonderful explanation. Don't forget the mirror. It works. Thank you.